And a super good morning on a Wednesday morning. It's day 25 of the content challenge, and I got a bunch of work to get through today. The good news is, it's not even 5:30 in the morning yet, and I'm at my desk, water in hand, and ready to get going. A couple of main things that I need to tackle as far as this early morning is concerned. Yes, I've got to get into the brand new chapter 10 of what's it called? Shadows of the Past. It's still early in the morning, sorry, so I can't even remember the name of the novel that I'm writing at the moment. Because I've always been just calling it Book 5, so it's only just recently got its name, Shadows of the Past. But anyway, that aside, I've got the other exciting thing of this mobile phone's memory is almost full of video content, and I have to use this cable to transfer down. I've got about nearly 50 shorts on this phone, plus all of this long form content. Now the phone's too full for me to transfer the long form content into my computer for editing, so I have to do the shorts two at a time until I eventually free up enough space in the phone to be able to start transferring the long form content, which means I mustn't make these video clips that I'm making at the moment too long, otherwise I can't transfer them down onto the computer either. So anyway, with that being said, let me get stuck to the rest of my water, breakfast, and first coffee of the day will be happening at about 8:30. That's 3 hours from now. It gives me 3 hours to crank out content and transfer as many of these videos onto my computer as I can while cranking out the content. Speak to you later. Wednesday afternoon, back in the language school. What can I tell you? This time around it's not an English class, but the first Spanish class of the year. And with that, back to English class in another 24 hours, but for now it's Spanish, and time to catch up with old faces. But I can tell you on the right in front, just have about 4,200 words done for the day. I think it's about 6 videos so far, and with that, I think I've hit most of my targets for the day. But let's see what happens with Juan Carlos and the Spanish class and which group we get lumped into. Everybody's waiting enthusiastically for the start of proceedings. So I'm going to sign off and catch up with all of you just a little bit later once we know what's going on. Super good evening to you. Word count update for this evening is 4,200 and something words, and extra 2 videos done, so 9 videos, 4,200 words, and I've got about halfway through the brand new outline for chapters 10 to 15 of book 5. So I plan to finish that outline early tomorrow morning so that I can get onto the writing part of those new chapters, because I've made the realization that the chapters that I've got can't really just be fixed, because the plot before those extra chapters was going in a completely different direction, which means there's zero continuity through to those other 5 chapters. So those need to be re-outlined, rewritten, so that they can flow on from what went before. Because otherwise we're getting to the end of chapter 9 and suddenly doubling back probably about 3 months in the story arc and rehashing the same scenarios but with completely different outcomes, and that definitely won't work.
So that's what's on the agenda for tomorrow morning. We go around the corner to where there's another piece of light that might give us slightly better lighting. There we go. And so that's on the agenda for tomorrow morning. And that's a wrap for this evening. Stay focused. Produce lots of content on your side. And I'll speak to you first thing in the morning.